Hello, and welcome to Alpha Prime, an aggressively mediocre game whose biggest claim to fame is that a couple of reviewers thought people might mistake it for Doom. Well, Doom 3. It came out around the same time as Doom 3, 2008-2009, and it's pretty bland, so let's go into the game and meet the most unlikable main characters I've seen in a long time.
In those rocks, you see? Inside, in the mountains of frozen rocks, a creature lives there. A real creature, Big Glomar. Glomar the greatest.
Shut up, Freddy.
An alien being. Abardium. That's his bones. His veins. His blood.
And your brain is addled again, eh? Glomar, they say? Ah, that's something I'd like to see.
You've no right to rip the meat off the body. No right to take away.
Become a prospector. The future belongs to Habardium. Habardium, the raw material for manufacturing positron brains, the gateway to progress. Our mining company offers employee perks, regular pay, interesting work in space.
Glomar lives. Glomar lives.
Relax, Fred. You're hitting the sauce too much. Habardium is an element. A mineral. Don't you get it? It's not. It doesn't live, Freddy. It's not living. Try once again to believe in chemistry for a minute. And don't puke on my boots.
I'm not drunk. It's your stupid swine. They don't give a shit where they get Habardium from. It's just a way of making money to you. All of you are stupid swines! All of you! Hey, what about you, buddy? You believe in Glomar? Yeah? You believe in Glomar's heart?
I got bad news for you, Freddy. If Glomar exists, he doesn't give a shit about us. I held Habardium in my hands. Habardium, the most valuable and treacherous thing in the universe. Regardless of whether it's Glomar's bones or just rocks. I've seen guys go nuts over it. Craziness passed me by. Didn't affect me. The only thing I've been unlucky with is women.
Well, well, well. What a waste of alcohol. How much more do you have to drink, Arnie, before you realize that you still won't get drunk? Your brain is resistant to Habardium. There's no point in trying to get boozed up.
Livia, you're here.
Yeah. I was just wondering what you were doing these days. And I wanted to see you once more.
Sure. Just remember the old days, right? To cry on my shoulder? That's what always turned me on about you the most, babe. Your endless cheek.
Arnie, I'm sorry about the way it ended between us. Really, I am. I know that I hurt you. That I said all sorts of terrible things to you, but...
What awful things? That I was selfish and had no heart? It helps not to have a heart. At least nobody will ever break it. Glomar might be jealous of me.
Glomar? Oh, there's that stupid prospector's talk again. But you know, if you by some chance had a heart, you think I could be the one to break it?
What the hell are you playing at? Let me guess. Warren disappointed you. And you gave him the boot because you love me and me alone. Yeah. Ah, cut the crap, Livia. A man won't let himself be fooled twice.
But I didn't break up with Warren.
Then what? He got rid of you?
Not at all. We're always together. I even told him that we should get married and...
Way to go. Maybe I should be your bridesmaid. You know I wouldn't take the risk if I was in your place, Livia. What if I was to break his face by mistake?
Oh, don't be horrible, Arnie. After all, you guys were friends, you know, buddies. The two best prospectors the company ever had. I've always been sorry that I, unfortunately, came between you two.
Spare me, Livia. You want to go stir someone's heart? Go and give poetry readings at an old folks' home.
I've already stirred yours. It still eats you up, Arnie. Admit it. You still care about me. Because if it was all the same to you, you wouldn't be sitting here. You wouldn't be trying to get drunk, even though you are hopeless at it.
Don't flatter yourself, honey. You're not just here for the sake of it. You've never done anything without a reason. I gather it's probably not a wedding invitation, but I know you want something from me.
That's what I thought. You're so damn clever, Arnie. You always catch me out when I try it on with sentiment. But now I'm so desperate that I'll do anything. Okay, yes, you're right. I want something from you. You're my last hope. Arnold, Warren is in a terrible jam. It may cost him his life. And you're the only person in the world who can get him out of it. Warren stayed on Alpha Prime. The company opened a new Habardium mine there. It seemed there was a huge deposit. The radiation was very strong. Maybe too strong. Something happened there.
And that's the establishment for our plot. There is a company called The Company. There is an asteroid called Alpha Prime, where you have Habardium, and we're probably going to get talked at in a second. But somehow our incredibly cynical git took the mission. And this is where it's going to get him.
Terry? John? God damn it, what happened here?
The personnel locator has been activated.
One living person on the entire ship, besides me. Let it be Livia. Please, God, let it be her.
Section code for remedy 0 minutes.
So, we have a goddamn idiot for a main character. This is the standard tutorial section. An escape from the ship, which is kind of fucking up. You can pick up many things.
The ship hit a mine.
A mine? God damn it, what sort of bullshit is this?
We all know that the company doesn't give a damn about prospectors. I didn't count on them helping Warren. If someone here obviously laid mine...
They tried to cut Alpha off, to get rid of witnesses. Maybe they'll destroy it completely. It's great that we've got tickets for seats in the front row.
Arnie, come for me. I'm on the bridge. We must get down there. We have to... Before...
So, it's a pretty linear game as well. You'll notice there's pretty much nowhere else we can go. Oh well. Yeah, see that? You can pick stuff up, but mostly it's useless.
Damn it. Livia!
And the hammer is great.
Livia!
Arnold, I'm right here, behind the doors. I can't do anything with it. It won't budge an inch.
You're a hacker, goddammit. You can't unlock one stupid door? I won't smash this with an axe, honey.
I'm working on it, Arnie, but it's a special security safeguard. Listen to me. I can handle this, but you can't wait for me. Warren and maybe others are in the passageway. Their chances get worse by the hour. You have to go down there, to Alpha.
I won't leave you here.
It's for my sake that you have to go, Arnie. Artemis's engine is destroyed, but there is another ship down there which is operational. We can get away in that.
Livia?
Time is running out on us. The company is definitely monitoring the surroundings. If somebody comes here...
They'll surely prize us out of this ship like an oyster from a shell. And have us for dinner with some leftovers.
I'm activating the landing module. I'll keep in contact with you. Go!
And yeah, not only is our main character an idiot, the writing is pretty damn awful. As is the voice acting. We're going to see some better evidence of that in a second. And welcome to our first, well, puzzle, I guess? There we go. So why is the hammer great? Because, as you may have noticed, it attacks as fast as you can hit the left mouse button. Unfortunately, this is a linear corridor shooter with some cover elements, so that's not much use. But, yeah, you can already see where the mediocrity is coming in. A lot of people said this wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I disagree with that first part. This is a bad game. And a lot of the reasons come in this first area. There are apparently 10 levels, although it's not quite clear what they mean by that. We'll find out by the end, though. Supposedly countless enemies, although not countless enemy types. And outdoor sections, which is why people were reminded of Doom 3. There's literally nothing to find out here. It's just a lot of scenery to no real good. So, let's get straight on with the actual game. You'll notice the landing really hurt, but that isn't really going to screw us over for a little while yet. In fact, it's not really going to screw us over at all. So we got our oxygen back, because we're indoors. We will be going outdoors again, apparently. We'll see. And
This is what Habardian does to a person.
meet our first
Or should
enemy.
I say, former person.
Habardium nutty miners. We won't be seeing many of them, but they're there. And by the way, you can break windows. This is the med kit. You can tell it's got a limited amount of health, but what the hell? Now the pistol, not at all bad. Headshots do actually count for something in this game. And as I'm about to show, yeah, you can break the window. And the hammer actually breaks it just by walking into it. And this works on pretty much every window in the game. That can work for and against you. Unfortunately, there's really not a lot to say at the moment, and that gives you some idea of how dull this game is. The music is generic as hell. The enemies are nothing special, and here's a so-called puzzle that can quite easily be gotten around. Now, you're meant to fiddle with this lifter, but, you know what? I don't feel like that. So I'm going to explore a little bit, see if there's anything useful. No. Remember, linear paths, there is very little room to explore. And... well, can't get off there, because invisible slope. But how about here? There we go. Oh, a whole 1 health of damage. That's really gonna screw me over. And yeah, there are some minor benefits to exploring. And this syringe, we'll be seeing full ones later. Suffice to say, they're another game mechanic, and they're also horribly derivative. Oh well, let's go kill some more people. Through the window, in fact. There is an aim function, as you've noticed. It doesn't really help a lot, apart from zooming in a little bit. But hell. With the distances you'll encounter a lot of the enemies in the game, that's not exactly a bad thing. Also, picking up weapons, little awkward. So, we've now got a shotgun, pretty much as you'd expect, best close-range weapon in the game. Not too bad at medium range, but definitely not great. And another battery puzzle. But first, let's open some lockers. Well, and sort the lift.
Arnie, I've located you.
I'm about to do it, honey. The only thing is I didn't bring enough straitjackets for all those Habardium nutters.
Oh, never mind, I don't bother with the lockers, even though you can open them. We'll find that out in a bit. And I derped there. Which button do I press?
Second floor.
The thing about the shotgun, of course, is you're chronically low on ammo for it. However, against unarmored foes, it's bloody great. Shame these will be among the last unarmored foes we'll see. Now, here I demonstrate that you can lean, and we also start to see our next enemy, who have machine guns. In case you can't tell from here, they're robots. Specifically, they're the security robots used by the company, who now have orders to kill everyone. By the way, the company is just the company. And yeah, they're cacklingly evil for no good reason. Go the company. There's also basketball here for some physics shenanigans, but screw that. Right, having found the Gatling, we now have half of the weapons in the entire game. No, I'm not joking. Also, when you're aiming, you can't run, so you go at a glacial pace. And no, there is no guide to tell you where to go, no lighting, well, a lighting trick. But see that grate at the bottom there? Not the easiest thing to spot, or rather not the easiest thing to realise you can open. And that's Habardium. Habardium is our new mechanic, which I will not be using this video. In fact, I won't be using it until I absolutely need to. Basically, well, let me think. What's the most derivative thing a first-person shooter could do around 2008, 2009? I'm gonna go with bullet time. And you know, that's exactly what Habardium does. Gives you a limited supply bullet time, which can only be replenished with the Habardium injections. Right. Yeah, this is pretty much one of the only uses of physics in the game. Also, a bit of an AI derp here. I leave that there, he sees me, and he won't fire until... There we go. He can actually see me. You could abuse that, I suppose, but it's really not worth it. By the way, our Habardium bar is in the bottom left, and prepare to see the worst voice acting.
Bellini, I'm such a scumbag. Why didn't I learn this in school, cazzo?
What about a consultation, maestro? I might like to try it.
Another nutcase? Mutant. Questo è un po' toccato. Bardium. Help! Ah, vai via, va!
Psst. So far, I still haven't fired.
You are normale? Bardium? No? Brain up the spout? No? Yeah, intelligente. Hey, ascolta. Mutants, chicken, very, very cowardly. If someone screams at them properly, they sometimes get frightened and run. Capiche?
Yeah, sure. I saw it. What you got here?
Reckon. Nice thing. Perfetto. No hacker will turn his nose up at it. A recon like this, it opens all doors. Cameras, it messes up. Machines, it botches. And therefore, almost everything. You want to try it? Doors, there, come on.
And what's behind those doors?
An arsenal. Machine guns, cannons, lots and lots. Boom, 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 boom.
The Recon is the other main mechanic. You hit tab to put it in the view, you put the pointer at the icon for things you can hack, which can include some robots, and then you hit F when you're ready to actually implement it, like that. Now the armory, very disappointing. One shotgun, and some Gatling ammo. You can't open any of these cases or shoot them, and prepare to have a really irritating physics puzzle, because these boxes are quite heavy and move at a glacial pace. Even once I get the table out of the way. That's where we're meant to find stuff. It's not where we're meant to go, but god damn it, I like collectibles. Now, as far as weapons go, as mentioned, the shotgun's fine. The pistol's okay for completely unarmored enemies. The shotgun is good at close range, but rapidly loses its effectiveness. And the Gatling, it's a bit disappointing, really. We're not going to see it this level. In fact, this level is almost over, apart from me fiddling with bloody crates. Right, can I get in there? Yes, just about. More physics fiddling. There we go. Just for a medkit, and there's something else in there, but cutscene first. No, he's not a robot. Could open that, but I'm not sure if you can actually. I think it gives you an error or somebody telling you you're an idiot. Ah, there we are. Refined Herbardium. Yay. Right, we're almost done with this level, so a little bit more retarded voice acting.
Fine thing. That'll come in handy. I must go down there, you see, underground. I'm looking for a guy, a certain Warren Reynolds.
Warren, sì, lucky guy. È fortunato quello. This figone, always with him. An amazing lady, this Livia. Bella donna, very beautiful. What happened to her?
Livia's in orbit. She's waiting until I find Warren and another spaceship.
Porco zio, a ship? Here? Not at all, no ship. Not on Alpha. Otherwise, Paolo would be long gone. Vroom, 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 get a move on. Go away from here.
Livia said...
Nonsense. No ship anywhere. Perhaps Warren secretly hide flotilla in his shoe. It's the only way. He has spaceship in his pocket.
I'll have to start by finding Warren. I can't wait to hear the nice things he has to tell me.
No, not that way. Sconjuro. Many mutants. Better to take lift and down. Nice and comfortable. Down floor and empty passageway.
You know a lot, eh? He'll certainly find the safest route for me.
You know, Paolo no like shooting. Morbido. Uno body, due bodies, lots of bodies. Boom, bang, everywhere. Very nasty. Prefer Bellini to Tortellini.
So join us next time for some more casual racism, some more pretty boring and dull gameplay of corridor shooting variety, and some more terrible writing. This is Jamie the D. See you later.